DEAHmon, I'm from Destroy All Evil Hearts, and today I'm going to review this beautiful guitar called the SPEAR Gladius HG Holo. Before I go any further, I want to talk about some things. This video is not sponsored at all. I don't have many subscribers, so that's a way you can maybe trust me, and in my country those laws are pretty strict. But I haven't got any payment from SPEAR to make this video. I have bought this guitar on my own, I paid with my own money for it, and now I'm going to review it honestly and fairly. Before I go any further, I want to say thank you for the people who watched this video so far and who are interested in this review. And if you want, you can shred the like button and subscribe to me if you like the video, but let's get on with that. So first of all, I want to talk about how I got this guitar, and it was on accident. I was actually searching for another guitar I wanted to get back in the day from SPEAR, and I didn't find the exact version I was looking for, but I kind of found what I was looking at, and I didn't like that guitar much, but then I stumbled upon this guitar and it just caught my eye and I wanted to buy it. And my expectations were kind of low because of the price. I will go into the price later. And I thought, yeah, what the heck, I can use it as a wall hanger if it doesn't play well, or I can mod it until it plays well. So yeah, okay. Now I want to talk about the good and the bad things about this guitar. First of all, I want to talk about the bad things. So there aren't many bad things to talk about this guitar, which is a very good thing in my opinion. The first bad thing I am going to talk about is I don't like the tuners that much. The tuners don't feel particularly great. They don't feel awful or something, but they are tuners from SPEAR that are custom made, I think, for only this guitar. And on cheap guitars you kind of get tuners that have a little bit of wiggle room and just jump in between the notes, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to get the guitar tuned very properly and perfectly, and it's a little bit nifty to work around with this guitar, but it works fine once you are in tune. You'll almost never go out of tune. That's a good thing about this guitar. The second thing is a little nitpick, honestly, because if you watch very closely and if you look very, very closely, there is a foil under the coating that makes this holographic effect, and you can kind of see the edge of the foil if you look very closely, and that's one thing I don't particularly like about this guitar. But from afar and even on the camera, I don't think you see the seam that runs through that body. That could be made a little bit better. I don't know which limitations they had when they put on the foil on this guitar, but yeah, that could be better. One thing I hate about this guitar is there's even a 7-string version of this guitar out there, but this one is really hard to get. This one isn't in stock anywhere. It has a limited, they are limited on stock, so there are a couple ones left because this is a pretty old guitar. I think it was made in 2012 or something, and it's sold till today. So not many sellers have them in stock. So now we're coming to the goods about this guitar, and like I said, this guitar is just gorgeous. I mean, look at the camera and look at how the foil is reflecting in the light. It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I absolutely love Yu-Gi-Oh as well. So this guitar is awesome, and the fit and finish of this guitar is so great. I took it in my hands, I took it out the box, and I just loved how this guitar felt. Like everything about this, the fit and the finish is just great. There's not a ding in here. Everything was perfect when it arrived. And that's the third thing I love about this guitar. It arrived perfectly set up. It arrived completely perfect. The string height was perfect. The next thing is I love how this headstock looks. It's such a great design and it looks awesome. And I love that it's matching and everything's matching on this guitar. The tuners and the bridge, everything is some sort of black chrome and it looks amazing in real life, and I can't show on video how awesome this guitar looks. So another thing I love about this guitar is it ships with so-called safety locks. The safety locks prevent your strap from slipping out, and I prefer to have security locks. That's a system where you click in the guitar and you have like a thing on your strap that prevents it from ever slipping out. This is better than the normal ones, but they cost about the same as the normal ones. I get why they put the security locks instead of the why they put the safety locks instead of the security locks on, but I would prefer them to have security locks. Something I want to talk about is the guitar's noise level. Oftentimes in this price range you will have a noise level that is way above something that you normally want, and it can lead to frustrating moments, but this guitar is quiet. I can just crank it all the way and it's still at a normal level of noise. Another thing I really like about this guitar is the neck shape. When I first started playing this guitar, I was amazed by how this guitar felt, and I fell in love with the shape of this neck because it's rounded and flat at the same time. What I mean by that is that it is rounded and a little bit teardrop shaped, but it's kind of flat, but not to the point where Ibanez guitars are. So it kind of has a little bit of heft to it and you kind of have something to grab onto, but also it's flat enough where you can easily access high frets and where you can easily just shred. The last thing I want to talk about this guitar is that it is really good and versatile. What I mean by that is it has this gorgeous push and pull function where your humbuckers can split into single coils, and that obviously gives you a lot of room and a lot of creative space to work with. So if you're the kind of guy who likes to split his, or who likes to have the single coil sound and the Strat kind of sound, you can still get this with this guitar. So if you're looking for something versatile that you can gig with when you play different kinds of music or you teach music maybe, this is the perfect guitar for that. Okay, I want you to check out the versatility of this guitar now, and what I'm doing is I'm playing my Angle Savage 120 Special Edition, and I'm using the effects loop to run into my More radar. That's a cab simulator, and that one goes directly into my Scarlett 2i2 3rd generation interface, which plugs into my computer. So this is the sound you get from that. Okay, now I'm going to answer if this guitar is worth it or not and who this guitar is for. The first thing I'm gonna say is this guitar costs 429 euros, so actually around about 430 euros, which in this current day comes up to about 450 US dollars. And I absolutely adore this guitar, and I think due to its versatility it's good for beginners, and it may be on the high-end price of what a beginner is supposed to spend on a guitar if they know they're going to play the guitar more often. They should get this instrument, and it's very good for metal and rock applications, as you've heard. I don't know how blues and funk and all that goes. I don't play that a lot. I play in a high gain setting, so I can't really talk for those people. But for metal and rock, it's very, very good. I love it. And obviously pros can benefit from this as well. If you're a touring musician and you would like to have an instrument that's very versatile for what you play, or if you're a session guitarist, this guitar is for you. And I can absolutely, full-heartedly say, get this guitar. It's absolutely amazing. So that's it for today. Please leave a like and a comment if you did, and I'll ask any questions you have about this instrument in the comments below. And I'm going to upload the song that was playing in the beginning. The song is a lost Linkin Park song. If you want to hear the story about that song, subscribe to me so you don't miss the next video I put out. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and see you in the next one.